Just ahead on this edition of the Newsfeed, the long-awaited installment of President Sands at Virginia Tech and his tour of the new Arts Center.
Virginia Tech students and faculty talk about the recent Ebola scare and how prepared Tech is for the virus.
And new efforts to rezone around Blacksburg and what that means for the community. These stories and more coming up on the Newsfeed. Hello, and thanks for joining us for this edition of the Newsfeed. I'm Mary Kate Goff.
And I'm Priscilla Alvarez.
This weekend, Virginia Tech welcomed its 16th president, Dr. Timothy Sands, with a formal installation ceremony. Reporter Corey Purvis has more on the story.
This weekend, Virginia Tech faculty, staff, students, and alumni initiated new president Tim Sands into the Hokie community. The festivities kicked off with a spirit rally and viewing party of the Tech Pitt football game Thursday night at Lane Stadium. Cheerleaders, dancers, and low-techs were also present. These student performers feel that their performance added to the installation experience.
I think it's a great honor to represent the low-techs here at the Spirit Rally. I feel like we're a great part for the installation. We get to bring the spark and the fire to the ceremony.
Brian Lamb, founder of C-SPAN, hosted a question and answer session with Sands Friday morning at the Moss Art Center. He gave the audience a look into Sands' personal side, introducing them to Sands' family and inquiring into his previous university experiences. Students also had the opportunity to ask the president questions, mostly aimed at the concept of ut prosum.
If you think of Virginia Tech and its motto of prosum, it reminds you of that heritage. Now it's service to humanity, it's a broader scope of service. But the thing that really gets me every time I see the corps, I remember why we're here.
The formal installation ceremony took place later that afternoon, featuring a faculty and staff processional from War Memorial Chapel to Burris Hall Auditorium. Switching gears, the events carried over to the drill field where the community gathered for ice cream, milkshakes, and student performances. Guests included the Black Graduate Student Organization, the Contemporary Dance Ensemble, and Hill and Vale Belly Dance Group, as well as 4 a cappella groups, Mixed Emotions, Naturally Sharp, Sensations, and Solstice. Other weekend happenings involved a movie night on the drill field and a community pizza party on the newly renovated Dietrich lawn. 23 student organizations took part in this event, and visitors could participate in activities like face painting, pumpkin decorating, dance lessons, and of course, eating pizza.
I don't know President Sands very well, but it's important to take time out to celebrate and to just enjoy the newness, and it's kind of the start of a new season here at Virginia Tech.
The installation weekend wrapped up with a pickup basketball game at McComas Hall, where President Sands took the court against faculty, staff, and even students. This weekend's installation festivities have proved how Virginia Tech has welcomed President Sands into their community. For the Newsfeed, this is Corey Purvis reporting.
On October 13th, President Sands toured the facilities of the Communication Department along with the new Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Human Sciences, Elizabeth Spiller. Reporter Annalise Diaz has more from our newsroom.
Thanks, Priscilla. Both the president and the dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Human Sciences were excited to tour the department. Sands and Spiller shared what they thought about the facilities.
It's very impressive. It was fabulous. It's easy to interact with the students, and the faculty are wonderful. So I have no complaints. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I thought they were wonderful. I wanted to be a student to take classes there. When I was an undergraduate, I was the editor of my college newspaper. And it was an old-fashioned business with a lot of cutting and pasting. So I love to see the editing studio, and I love to see the actual sound studio. It was a great opportunity for me to see what you all are doing.
The two were able to tour the communication studio, the control room, the newsroom, and experience what students do in the department every day. Communication professor Dr. Robinson, along with department head Dr. Denton, led the tour and answered any questions they had about the facilities and the department. The Multimedia Center opened back in fall 2013 and holds classes such as digital newsroom and advanced multimedia reporting. Both President Sands and Dean Spiller are excited to be part of a university with such great facilities and hope to come back and visit. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Annalise. For the second year in a row, Montgomery County is enjoying an increase in tourism revenues. According to the U.S. Travel Association, 2013 revenues for the county amounted to over $132 million, an increase of 2.5% over the previous year. The county saw an increase of 6.5% in the fiscal year prior. Montgomery County is preparing to launch a new branding campaign at the beginning of next year that aims to differentiate Christiansburg and Blacksburg and the rest of the New River Valley to promote their differing destinations and attractions. The U.S. Travel Association estimates figures based on sales, hotel occupancy levels, and event attendance.
A major redevelopment at the site of the Blacksburg Holiday Inn may be coming soon. Haymarket-based hotel owner CIBMM has submitted plans to the town that call for the raising of the Holiday Inn, located at the intersection of Price's Fork Road and University City Boulevard. The proposed changes at the site would include the construction of 2 6-story hotels, a pharmacy, and 2 other retail spaces on the 6.7-acre site. CIBMM hopes to have the plans approved by the end of the year, with demolition set to begin in January. The plans are currently under town administrative review.
While cell phones may seem harmless, studies show that students who use these devices in class could be severely damaging their grades. Baylor University conducted a study on cell phone activity focusing on potential risk in academic performance. The study shows female college students spend an average of 10 hours a day on their cell phones, and male college students spend nearly 8. Evie Schwartz, a junior at Virginia Tech, admits that her phone is oftentimes very distracting.
In a pocket of my bag and locked away, then I won't touch it, but if it's out, like I can see it, then I kind of just start to play on it and I don't listen.
Cell phones now have a variety of functions, and the upward trend of this piece of technology can become increasingly addicting. Julie Owens, a senior at Virginia Tech, can attest to the addiction she has to her cell phone.
I actually lost my phone for a whole day one time, and it was awful. So I honestly don't think I could. I think it's become a very big part of like what I do every day.
While the use of apps, texting, and email tend to vary among students, the trend of cell phone use in the classroom continues to increase.
Just ahead on the news feed, the Greek life of Virginia Tech make a difference in the local community by offering their assistance.
That story and more after this break.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Is it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Gone. Nope.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
With the Ebola pandemic making its way to the United States in recent weeks, people across the country have reacted in a variety of ways. Since the virus has appeared stateside, students and staff members at Virginia Tech have become more aware of it. However, there hasn't been a high level of urgency because they feel that the current cases in America will be contained and dealt with.
At all concerned about it coming to Virginia Tech. I think that it was an isolated incident, and I think that the medical facilities involved are doing a good job handling it. I don't think we need to be concerned about it.
At the end of last week, the Shifford Health Center released a statement concerning the virus. They have looked into protocols and to ensure the health and safety of students and staff. Communications staff member Sonia Sheeler expressed her confidence in the university if the virus were to ever spread.
I think they have faculty and staff and students' best interests at heart, and I think that they'll take it real seriously.
To learn more about the Ebola statement at Tech, visit vtnews.edu.
Newman Library hosted karaoke night on Wednesday as part of their initiative to host fun activities for students. The event was held in the multi-purpose room on the first floor of the library. Outreach support specialist for the library, Scott Fralin, said the library used to hold a large game night at the beginning of each semester. This semester, however, they decided to break up the activities into 3 nights to give students a break from schoolwork if they needed to. Karaoke night was the 3rd activity night of the semester.
Right, it's sort of like that. It's just more of a way for the library to engage students in more ways than just providing a study space or allowing them to check out books and things like that.
Other activity nights included casino night, where candy was used as poker chips, and retro video games night, where they set up Nintendo 64s for students to play with. Fralin hopes to host another casino night and eventually a board game night in the future.
Plenty Local is a food bank in Floyd County that serves the hungry. In the last year and a half, they have moved to a new location and expanded their capacity to help those in need.
Plenty Local is a food bank located on Elephant Curve Road in Floyd, Virginia. It opens its doors to anyone who may be hungry. When someone wants food, they can stop by during Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday afternoons. The founders of Plenty are a married couple and go simply by Karen and McCabe. They have dedicated themselves to helping other people.
So we actually grow food here to give away, and also farmers and gardeners in our county bring us their surplus, and we share it with folks who don't have gardens. We also have a food bank of some staples here, and we try to emphasize healthy choices. So we have tuna, peanut butter, beans, rice and noodles.
There is a farm on Plenty's ground that supplies a portion of their proceeds. They supplement the farm with food drives which they use to stock their pantry with. Karen and McCabe have had a tough time this fall because their yearly budget ran out, but they are still in high spirits and serving the community around them.
We also do school gardens with children at Floyd and Willis Elementary School, and we provide preschool produce for preschoolers in our county for them to get a chance to try fresh vegetables.
If you would like to help out this cause or eat a meal for free, please show up Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday afternoon.
The food bank is always looking for donations and has several food drives coming up this fall. Check for these events on their website, www.plentylocal.org.
Members of the Greek community were up early this past Saturday morning to contribute their time to local Blacksburg residents in the annual fall event, Greeks Giving Back. Once those participating gathered in Oak Lane, received their assignments, and grabbed some snacks to go, the Greeks Giving Back Executive Committee was eagerly awaiting the group's arrival back, along with the return of their equipment. Multiple committees comprise the Executive Committee, including one in charge of the logistics of the event, and another tasked with renting equipment from local stores.
We're basically in charge of the whole event. All the organization skills, make sure all the projects were assigned to organizations, had the correct terms going out. We did a lot of the work through Google Drive. It allowed us to communicate when we were not meeting. And, it took a lot of effort, but we're here, we're done, and now let's just enjoy the day.
Greeks Giving Back is similar to the Student-Wide Volunteer Day big event that takes place in the spring. The fall event is exclusive only to members of the Greek community and given those members an opportunity to expand and improve relations among organizations. The event is a long-standing tradition in the community that requires extensive planning, organization, and cooperation among many groups. And that will wrap up this edition of the Newsfeed.
If you have a story idea for the Newsfeed, let us know by sending us an email at thenewsfeednrv@gmail.com.
Thanks for watching. I'm Priscilla Alvarez.
And I'm Mary Kay Koff.